Hello. I got a comment this morning on something that I had posted, and it was so warm and fuzzy that I wanted to share it because it's just, you know, to me it's like the epitome of Christian love. You know, it really shows you what Christians have over other people, you know, how much more caring and compassionate and giving and kind Christians are than, you know, people who don't believe in God. This is a perfect example of that kind of person, you know, the Christ-filled Christian. Okay, let's see. Coleman Adamson. By the way, you are not deity-free. Either you worship a god or you are your own god. I'm not certain you can understand logic, you being a woman and all, but those are the facts. You determine what is fair and you declare the God of the Bible unfair. You judge God and find him less than your standard. Enjoy hell. Parentheses, you won't. If you had the courage, in parentheses, I doubt it, really doubt it, search and watch 23 Minutes in Hell here on YouTube. A very accurate description of your future and eternal home. Isn't that special? I particularly love these Christians that come across like they're just waiting with bated breath, you know, just foaming at the mouth at the thought of getting to watch people tortured, you know, I can't wait to see these people that don't believe the same way as I do tortured, you know. Oh my gosh, you know, I don't. And then this is the funny part. They don't like Satan. They say Satan's evil guy, you know, Satan's evil bad guy. And Satan's angels, which are called demons, they're really evil too, right? And you know Satan and his demons are going to really get off torturing the people in hell because, you know, they're really evil, right? So they get off on torturing and inflicting pain on others. Yeah, you expect that because they're evil, right? But the Christians who are going to go to heaven, who will also enjoy watching these people, or maybe they don't even get to watch. I'm sure they wish they could, but Christians like this, just knowing, just having the satisfaction of knowing that people who dared to not believe the same way that they did are going to suffer in torment forever. And it's okay with them. They think that they still think their God is great. They think their God is great. Yeah, he made these people, you know, he made these people knowing, you know, because he knows the future, knowing ahead of time when he made them that they aren't going to be able to believe and that they're going to end up in hell, but he made them anyway. And, you know, if he really wanted those people to be in heaven, he would just simply put in their path whatever it is that would require them to believe, you know, whatever the missing pieces, there it would be, and they would believe, and they'd all be together with him in heaven. But I kind of think that this God really wants to see some people being tormented in hell. I think it's kind of more of the placating the giant ego kind of thing, yeah. So, anyway, it just seems strange to me that creatures that are destined to heaven because they believe in the right thing are just as evil as the demons and Satan in hell, drooling at the mouth at the thought of somebody being tortured and suffering forever. Just, you know, like, you know, just wish I could see that. I want to see those arrogant people that refuse to believe, bow one knee before God. I want to see them being tortured forever because they couldn't believe, or because, you know, the Bible that this God used as a way to present himself, you know, is so vague, and so much of it shows this God as a horrible, evil character that, you know, even if they did believe, they wouldn't be able to follow him because, you know, they don't agree with what he does. Anyway, So that was the one thing. I just cannot believe that that these people are so evil, that they're so malicious and evil and cruel, and they're going to go to heaven because they believe the right thing. You know? I wrote him back. And you worship this thing? Why? From your sexist, hateful, drooling at the mouth at the thought of someone being tortured forever comments, I get that you are a psychopath. I would never let small children anywhere near. This is a beautiful example of the kind of hearts this cult creates. I would far and away rather be tortured forever alongside good and loving people than be in heaven that contains demons like you. Which is what, I'm sorry, somebody who is getting off on the idea or just the thought of other people who disagree with him being tortured forever, that's what demons do. That's what demons do. From of course, demons don't really exist and all that, but from the descriptions that I've always heard about demons and, you know, Satan, they get off on that. That's what they get off on. That's what, you know? And heaven's going to be filled with Christians that are, I'm sure there's some Christians that, of course there's lots of Christians that aren't like this guy, but this is not the first person. This is far and away not the first one that has written this kind of message to me or other atheists. People who just wait till you go to hell. Like it's, you know, like they just can't wait. They just can't wait for the torturing to begin for all of us people who are not able to believe the same things. So, another thing that I saw, this was all under the same video, the same, YouTube video, was, I think this video was called 10 Things You Should Know About the Bible. And the avatar for this video is just like a kind of a sepia page from the Bible, you know, so if you want to try to find this particular video, I don't want to put a link up because it's whatever, you know, I don't want to feed the trolls, and I feel like that would just feed the trolls. But somebody else wrote, this is becoming like a cliche. It takes so much more faith to not believe in God than it does to believe in God. This is like the newest, stupidest thing that Christians say. And you know, it's like, you know, like you hear sayings on commercials, you memorize the sayings. Oh, we're going to pull this saying out. It's almost like they have little cards in their pocket that have the different sayings. Oh, we tried that one. Okay, what's the next one? Oh, it takes more faith to not believe in God than it does to believe in Him. Okay, well, throw that out there. That might get them. It's like, do they ever stop and think about the stuff that comes out of their mouth? Do they ever stop and think? It takes more faith to not believe in Sasquatches. Or I think it's just Sasquatch. It takes more faith to not believe that Sasquatch squatch. Suddenly I can't talk. Okay. Sasquatch. There. It takes more faith to not believe that Sasquatch exists than it does to believe that they do exist. Does that sound like anything? It takes more faith to believe that fairies don't exist than it does to believe that fairies do exist. It takes so much more faith to believe that there's no such thing as unicorns than it does to believe in unicorns. Do these sentences sound incredibly absurd? So okay, I have a little pink polka dotted dragon on Venus, flying around under the cloud formations on Venus. Little pink polka dotted dragon. And I have absolute faith that he exists. Takes a, you know, I just know he exists. Does it take more faith for somebody to think to believe he doesn't exist? Does it take them, do they really have to work at not believing that the dragon doesn't exist? Does it take a lot of effort to not believe in my dragon? So why do you think it takes more effort to not believe in anything that you don't think exists? Why does that take effort? I don't think that unicorns exist. It's kind of an effortless thing on my part to not think that they exist. I just don't think they do. Pretty effortless, you know? Don't think that leprechauns exist. That's pretty effortless too. Now, if I were going to think that, if I really wanted to believe that leprechauns existed, I would have to employ some serious faith. If I were, okay, I'm gonna believe that unicorns exist somewhere on this earth. Unicorns exist, and it's going to take a lot of faith, because a lot of people will laugh at me. So I'm going to have to really dig in my heels and no, I believe that unicorns exist. Ah! But the people that are telling me, oh, no, they don't exist. You've never seen a unicorn. They don't exist. Are they the ones that are having to work really hard to not believe in something? So yes, it does not take any faith whatsoever to not believe something exists, especially when this thing that you don't believe exists shows absolutely no indication that it exists. See, if you showed some indication that your God exists, something that's actually tangible and testable, and recreatable in a lab, something real, then maybe it would take some effort to still not believe in it. But as long as there's absolutely nothing to show, absolutely no shred of evidence anywhere to show this thing actually exists, it's absolutely effortless to believe that it doesn't exist. Doesn't require a hint of faith, a hint of effort. Absolutely as easy as breathing. So I wish Christians would listen to what comes out of their mouth or whatever. Oh, this is a catchy little phrase. I'm going to walk around and say this to people. Takes more faith to not believe. Ha 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 ha. Really? Can't you use your mind? Can you imagine just a little bit what you're actually implying when you say that? So anyway, this is me kind of just having a chuckle about stupidity and that I see on YouTube having to do with Christians. I was going to do a video. I was going to collect a bunch of bad stuff like this and do a video just showcasing the idiots, showcasing this lovely example of what a follower of Christ looks like. But I just, I don't really want to do that. I try to avoid posts like this. I try to avoid people like this. I don't want to go in search of idiots so I could just glorify them in a video. So I'm not going to do that. This is just what I'm doing instead. I'm just kind of having a little, not really angry, just a he bitch fest about stupid people. And this one, oh, yes. These are the facts, and because I'm a woman, I don't understand logic, but this guy understands logic, and he believes. Check out my last video, I'm talking about Christian logic. He is a logical Christian, and he believes that this God exists. This God who just kind of bumbled around for billions and billions of years before the galaxy was even made, doing absolutely nothing. I'm sorry, just ugh. So anyway, I guess that's it. Just wanted to have a little, like I said, a little bitch fest. So thanks for watching. Bye.